It's week 3 of the NFL, and the focus is on Jack Campbell, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Lions and the Falcons, just ahead on EA Sports.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but if
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Stopped up at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. Here's Fields. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Fields. And complete to Drake London. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. On first and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
And we're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And I saw that he had an interesting quote in the research packet that we had after last week's game. It's all on me now. I've got to lead my team and find a way for us to win a game. 0-2, but they're at home. I guess he's going to try and find a way to get the home crowd involved early.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Robinson up the middle, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now will be 3rd down. Fields now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And the numbers for Gibbs from last week. 19 carries, 52 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
The tight end Henry here in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Goff. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Goff. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. A gain of 22.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. You talk about this Falcon defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. On 2nd down, here's Fields. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Fields. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons at 2-0 here to begin the season. And off to exactly the start you're hoping for. Nothing for the fan base to complain about, at least not yet.
I like the way that you phrased that. Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a long ways to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way if they stay in that mode throughout the season.
All that gets them is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now Fields. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards.
From talking with defensive backs and their coaches over the years, they hate to see 4 guys in a route like this because the safeties are often occupied. It creates indecision. They're unsure about who goes with who. And the quarterback, he just reads the most vulnerable safety and takes advantage of it for a big play here.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw is Fields. Quick slant finding Claypool. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To the air again, Fields. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
Coup for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That time, a 9-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
That is caught, and that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're not panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Gibbs straight ahead, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 18-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive, 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Oh, nice move. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, another shot for Robinson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
3rd and 2, Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Powering his way forward. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Off play action, Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. Kyle Pitts. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they've wanted to attack.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's...
Williams loses the football, and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 48-yard line, here's second down and 7. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Goff going to get this to Gibbs. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Out of the gun, Goff. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Here's Goff. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Here's Fields now on second down. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Fields. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down throw. Fields. Throw right side caught by Davis. And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Falcons. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. Sheds off the tackle. And in for the Lions touchdown. Odell Beckham, 75 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Escapes the defender. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Fields. And bringing it in, it's Davis. got this almost to the 40 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Fields now to throw. That's brought in downfield by London. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now. Again, Fields. And that one too wide and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. Fields again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home in U.S. Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Jordan Addison, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Gabe Davis and the offense getting the football back here. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers,
Absolutely.
though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way, and he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Here's Fields. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And a Falcon first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down, Falcons.
Play action. It's Fields. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Fields on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. From the 21, here's second down and 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Fields throwing again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Falcons are able to widen their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And that's incomplete.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Goff. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Goff now looking to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Now it's Goff. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. On play action, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
This a quick pass to Davis. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Now Fields. Short throw caught by Pitts. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Kyle Pitts. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Gets around him, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 120 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. To throw is Fields. The quick slant caught. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Goff.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Goff. That is caught. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, Goff.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And they'll get to him right away at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Back to throw, Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the
Goff now looks to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple.
At the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Here's Goff.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, Goff. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Goff now to throw.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Good coverage yet again down here by the goal line. Everyone's blanketed, and he's forced to throw it away and try and come up with something on 3rd down.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy hit a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Robinson with another carry. And a short gain here down to the 22. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Now 3rd down and 7. Robinson on a give right side. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or 2 short. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Falcons, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.